And now to sum up 3 hours of TV programming as quick as possible. Hey there, hi there, ho there, Andrew here, reviewing, recapping, and reacting to the finale and the After the Rose special of Bachelor Season 20. Finally, it will all be over, and before you know it, I'm going to be making fun of the next season of The Bachelorette. So we start things off with host Chris Harrison welcoming everybody, and this guy has got such a hard job. And to get through everything that we're going to see here, I have created a drinking game, which I will take a shot every time I hear dramatic and epic show. And to start things off, because he's already done it, I will take a double. I think it's a double. I don't do shots normally. So, I went into this episode with high hopes. Shame on me for that. And I was expecting there to be a right amount of drama for all three parties in this monumental love triangle. And did that happen? No. So 3 minutes into the show already, host Chris Harrison has reminded us that Ben stated before that he is so in love with the woman that he chose that he would be willing to go ahead and marry her immediately after. And that means a bachelor wedding at the After the Rose ceremony? This would be the most dramatic ratings for such an epic show. And that means I drink again. And we see Ben's pastor and the two women's families ready for what might go down here. Now, I have a problem with this. When they are showing the families, we get a chance to see Lauren's entire family here, parents and siblings, but when it comes to Jojo, we only see her parents. And that means if her two egomaniac, reality TV loving brothers and sister are missing, that means Jojo didn't get picked. I mean, would they miss the opportunity of a lifetime to be on the most dramatic and epic 3-hour extravaganza there is? Oh, this is going to be bad. So we already know how things are going to go and end. You're killing me, ABC! The episode officially starts off and we are back at the Sandals Resort in Jamaica, and Sandals is all-inclusive, right? I mean, alcohol is included. So, man, they gotta be losing a lot of money with this show. We see punny girl Lauren B and Jojo the Unicorn back in the Jamaican ceremonial jorts, where they both recap how Ben said I love you and blah blah blah. And of course we hear Ben's intro, and I'm sure he's a nice guy, but seriously, if I had to hear a man say how much his life is in turmoil because he loves two women and he just doesn't know what to do, I would smack him like the Godfather and I would say, you can act like a man! Like he didn't know it was coming. He's never watched an episode before or anything. You were on the last season of The Bachelorette, you schmuck! Now the ladies meet Ben's parents at separate times that were flown out to Jamaica just for this parental date? First, punny girl Lauren B gets a chance to talk to Dad and Mom, and Dad's conversation with her is meh, but I do enjoy Ben's mom and Lauren B talking about how intense Ben is. Ben is the least intense bachelor I've seen in years. Next is Jojo meeting Ben's parents, and when she gets there, they have mimosas already waiting. Is it mimosa or mimosa? I don't know, but it does make me think. Ben's parents were drinking wine with Lauren B, and now they've moved to different drinks before Jojo arrived. How lit can the parents be right now? So Jojo spends time with Dad first and talks about how Ben is her best friend, and that's probably because her family is scared away everybody else. The takeaway out of all of this is Jojo and Ben's mom, where Jojo says that she feels safe with Ben, and Ben's mom replies back that Ben said the same thing to her about Jojo. Side note, during promotional clips online, The Bachelor showed Ben's mom actually choosing Jojo over Lauren B, but I don't think we're going to see that this episode since we all know Lauren B is the one that Ben chose. After Jojo leaves, Ben speaks to his parents where his dad says that Lauren B sounded a little polished. That's racist! Oh, I'm sorry, I meant polished. And he did say that Jojo answered all the questions that he had before he got a chance to ask them. Then we get a chance to see Mom, and Mom's in a confessional shot where she says that Ben doesn't know who to plant his steak with. Your mind went exactly where my mind went to, right? A steak salad where you can get plants and a steak at the same time. I gotta get something to eat after this video. Now to the final 101 dates, and we start with Lauren. Both of the dates of the ladies are broken up into two parts, daytime and nighttime. And daytime for Lauren B stands for boring. It is basically them hanging out on a boat, telling each other how much they love each other, and then they go onto a beach, and they do more of the same. And then when we get to the end of the daytime part, we hear thunder rolling, and then Lauren B says that they are going to go because they're going to get rained on. So what do? They get up, and then they go into the water. Who cares about electrocution from lightning? We gotta get this romantic shot on. You're killing me, ABC, and possibly Lauren B and Ben in the process. During the nighttime part of the date, Ben and Lauren B sit on a couch and they talk about the same stuff that they talked about on the beach and on the boat. And if you can't find different things to talk about, you got problems. The most interesting thing about this date was when they were kissing each other, Ben says, "Lauren, no matter what happens, you have made me a better person." And then he goes and continues to drone on about more stuff. I think he was trying to reassure her, but you don't say that line to someone unless you are going to break it off. So, Lauren is confused. I'm not. I still know he's dumping Jojo. And now to the final one-on-one date with Jojo. Literally. This date has a little bit more action than the one with Lauren B because Ben drives a Jeep, a Jamaican yells at him from the road, and then they drive to a waterfall where they take off their clothes, revealing swimsuits, and they make out. Of course, just like the last date that they had. But Jojo then asks Ben his thoughts, and he doesn't want to say anything to her. He actually starts saying cryptic things like, "It's what you were thinking." Hey, if it was what I was thinking right now, I was thinking why the Smurfs are only 3 apples high but only come up to Gargamel's shoe. That guy's gotta be huge! But Ben finally lets his guard down and he speaks his thoughts to Jojo. She consoles him while he gets through all of the Bachelor angst that he normally does, looking sad and looking down. The evening portion of this date ends up with more couch time, but now we are with Jojo instead, and Ben tells her how she has supported him over and over again, and he tells her that within 2 months' time of them dating, she has become his best friend, and the passion between them and being around her has made him more into what they have. So, all of this sappiness has now caused a bathroom break, but not on my part. No, Ben and Jojo go into the bathroom because cameras can't go in there, but they are still mic'd up so we can hear what they have to say. And Ben is saying that he is being open with her and that he loves her and says, "But," and she says, "But you love her too." He replies with, "Yes." And then she asks him, "Did you tell her?" And there's a long drawn out, "Yes." Side note, Ben has been completely honest with Jojo. He has confided in things with her that he could not do with Lauren B. Jojo has good intuition about Ben, and she reads him well, and she was the one that consoled him when his family friends died weeks before. Plus, he has stated numerous times that he is extremely comfortable when she is around him, so he doesn't hide anything. He can't do that with Lauren B at all, but she is the one that he's going to be proposing to. What a jerk! And after the little bathroom scene, Ben leaves Jojo at the end of the date and they're both crying for some reason. And after all of this, he tells the confessional that he's confused and he loves 2 women. Well, thanks. We didn't know this the whole time going through. Appreciate the update, Ben. The following morning, Ben meets with Neil Lane, who is probably the only real winner in any Bachelor or Bachelorette season. But Ben doesn't know what ring to choose because he doesn't know who he's going to propose to. So we get to see him watching and thinking it out, and I'm waiting for somebody to say, "Are you going to say yes to the dress?" But that doesn't happen because we have a sudden epiphany, and Ben now knows who he's going to choose, so he gets the ring that he wants, which really looks like a championship belt. I mean, seriously, if you had 3 more of these, you'd have a set of brass knuckles, except that it wouldn't be made out of brass. So, skipping some more dramatic and epic dialogue of Chris Harrison, and since it's been a while, I'm going to do a double here. And the commercials come to an end. The ladies dress in their best to meet Ben, and Arriving first, which is the automatic death nail into your coffin on The Bachelor, we get a chance to see Jojo, and she speaks to Ben, and it sounds like she's reciting wedding vows. Ben won't really look into her eyes when she's saying all of these things, but he does say, "I love you, but I love someone else more." And while Jojo is trying to leave, much like the cat from Pepe Le Pew, I guess he's looking to clear his guilt with "It's okay, it's okay. Ben, you took a woman that you could confess anything about, like loving someone else too, and she was still supportive, who had been there when you were confused, when you were depressed, all of that, and you're just gonna go and kick her to the curb to marry the blonde flight attendant. You're a dirtbag! Jojo leaves, and I have a feeling that we are going to see her on The Bachelorette instead of Kayla, because this was the most dramatic and epic conclusion The Bachelor has ever had. And I love the fact that the studio audience, before they go to a commercial break, where they are programmed to applaud on command like a sea lion, you get a chance to see everyone confused on whether they should clap or not. It's like, he just broke up with her. We're supposed to clap? You're killing me, ABC. We come back from a commercial. Ben stops crying to the confessional and then calls Lauren B's father to ask his permission to marry her. And the change from the extremeness of tears and sadness to the sudden fist-pumping, jumping in the air, cheering of joy from Ben, borderlines on psychotic. Ben meets up with Lauren B, and then he proposes to her, and then they repeat to each other, "Oh, you're my person." Nice. One ABC show quoting another ABC show. Love. True love. I can't believe I got another hour to watch. You are killing me, ABC. I am ripping through this last hour. First, Chris Harrison and Ben talk about his struggles of loving two women, and is he going to keep his promise to get married on this most epic and dramatic show? Oh, I gotta do another shot. No! Jojo comes out and talks with Ben, and everything is cordial, like we were going to see anything bad. What is she going to do? Take off her shoe and start beating him over the head with it? After the conversation together, Chris mentions to the studio audience that the next Bachelorette is going to be Jojo. And inside I go, great! I have a lot more material to work with her family now. Skipping through more commercial breaks, Lauren B and Ben talk about how great they are for each other and what their future plans are going to be. And I notice she's wearing white in case they're going to get married. Will they get married on the most dramatic and epic show of Bachelor history? God, I'm gonna throw up. And we notice Jimmy Kimmel's in the audience, and he does his awkward Bachelor shtick where he asks questions that he and his 14 other writers came up with, like where do babies come from and what happens in the fantasy suite. And Chris Harrison mentions to Jimmy that he's only got 30 more minutes before his show starts. And oh wait, is that another ABC show promoting another ABC show? You're killing me, ABC! Host Chris Harrison puts Ben on the spot and suggests that they get married right now because ratings. Ben declines, but he does propose to Lauren B once again, and all is right with the world, I guess. So, how do you think Jojo is going to handle being the next Bachelorette? Leave a comment below, and we will discuss. And speaking of discuss, I think I'm going to have a disgusting peppermint schnapps vomit soon. So, if you like the video, tap the like button, share with your friends, keep this channel growing. Don't forget to subscribe so you get notified the moment I upload, and I will see you in the next video.